Abuja in love.
How are you?
Give me something.
Everything.
Everything is fine.
Family.
Huh?
How's family?
Good.
Family is good.
This water.
Give me money.
Wait till you break come.
Huh?
Wait till you break come. I say wait till you break come.
Wait till you won't give me. Hey, wait till now. Wait till you won't give me. Oh yeah, give me something. Oh yeah, give me something now. Give me something.
You give me something.
Give me money. Money. Money.
Money. Why?
Give me.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
The tragedy of bribery in Nigeria. The Nigerian systematic ways of bribery is a tragedy that favors no one in and outside the country. Let's put a thought to this. This is a bad wind that is not good for both the perpetrators and the receivers of such ugly, backdoor, and hidden payments and gifts. Bribery in Nigeria, according to the United Nations report on Nigeria, shows that in 2023 alone, Nigeria had 87 million bribes paid, totaling 700 billion naira, which severely hindered economic growth, eroding public trust, and undermining development of infrastructure. The endemic situation is across public and private sectors, and international in dimension across borders. It is recorded that Nigerian bribery fuels insecurity all over the country, diversion of resources, political crisis, poverty, creates loss of crisis among the people, bad effects on citizens' lives, both in the urban and rural areas. There is no place from the north, east, west, south that Nigeria is safe from bribery. It's across the country. The tragedy of bribery in Nigeria creates loss of economic devastation due to the diverting of crucial budgeted money for infrastructure, health, education, childcare, depression across board in the country, and depressing investments coming from foreign countries. No one can adequately record on the scale that average bribes paid in Nigeria at all levels of public administration. Do you talk about the police, Nigerian Customs and Border Patrol, tax collectors, office secretaries, immigration, community and local market and vendorship administrators, judiciary of all levels, including in judges' offices, all have the usual natural attitude to collect or take all kinds of bribes. All the public service reduces access to essential services due to bribery. And these acts of criminalities by the law enforcement agencies and other public services brings about poor and degraded nature of Nigerian lives. It puts suffering directly on the doors of everybody, and people sleeps with it and wakes up with it. Depends where you find yourself. It is practically very easy to fall into petty or high-level fraud in Nigeria. It is everywhere you look or go to. In the airports, seaports, roads, highways, offices, and high-profile bribes, embezzlement, and the so-called lobbying and settlements. Scandals are everywhere, from local governments, communities, state governments, and federal. Records have it that the costs are huge, and national retarding people peddling them boldly are out of shame and make it a culture of getting wealthy and cover-up of crimes. Recently, it is in the news media and media vloggers as Nigeria's Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, attempted to bribe a U.S. official, Kimberly Daniels, a member of U.S. House of Representatives from the state of Florida in the U.S. Maybe Bello Matawalle was trying to cover up with bribery. The report from the United World Congress of Diplomats, an international organization who called out on him, the Federal Minister Bello Matawalle, to his alleged close proximity with terrorists operating in Nigeria. Governor Dauda Lawal has in recent past accused Bello Matawalle of using his office to support the scam Islamic terrorists in Nigeria. Yet, with all these allegations, nothing has been done by Nigerian authorities or government of the APC party led by Bola Tinubu Ahmed against Matawalle. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz tells U.S. Senate and the world that from 2009 to present, Nigerian government officials are complicit in facilitating terrorism and cleansing and killing of Christians and burning of churches. This is not far-fetched, because every research points to this. The bribery going on is in order to hide their crimes of complicity in the tragedy going on. The world have also heard the $9 million lobbying money paid by APC party administration of Nigeria to lobby the U.S. government officials. That's nothing else but bribing. Even though they call it lobbying, it is part of the bribe. It is in the news media how Nigerian ex-oil minister Alison Madueke and his brother are involved in London, UK courts over bribery scandals, which included goods and high-ended properties, and taking bribes and lucrative oil and gas contracts. It is a shame. The legitimization of bribery in Nigeria is really very shameful, whereby police extortion and bribery in public places and highways is a real shame for the nation of Nigeria. You hardly see any space where the police stands on the highway where they are not collecting bribes or even making people, innocent passerbys or people, arresting them for not giving them bribe or extorting them in a very, very ugly manner. According to reports from Transparency International, 61%, which is way big, of Nigerian public believe that Nigerian judges accept bribes to pervert justice. This is very eminent from lower courts all the way to Supreme Court. Judges receive free buildings, built houses, and expensive plots of land in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, and many places. SUV vehicles, cars as bribes, and free money in bags. When the public calls out on this, nothing happens. The government looks away because they are the ones peddling bribes through their surrogates and agents. No persecution, no investigation, and no trials. Election bribes is becoming a culture in Nigeria. Giving out foodstuff like rice and other food condiments, cash money to the public is no longer done in the hiding. In other words, it is clear and clean, and they just give it to win elections. The judges render judgment at all levels. They render judgments, and some of them, majority of them, take bribes to award election to the losers. It is in record and documentation. They look away and pervert justice. Bribery and corruption keeps the Nigerian people poor because their leader steal the money and bribe them with what they can and makes no change to the people's lives with such bribes. According to Corruption Perception Index, Transparency International, and Chatham House documentations in 2025, Nigeria ranked 142 out of 182 countries with bribery and corruption, and Nigerian judges accept bribes, and public institutions' unaccountability and systematic bribery is everywhere. The causes of this abnormal huge landscape of bribery culture in Nigeria is because of greed, ostentatious lifestyle, lack of shame, and Nigerian people's attitude, as well as tribalism. Can bribery stop? It will take a courageous leadership and not rulers to start tackling and governing against such ills of bribery. The 1966 first military coup d'etat said about eliminating 10% contractors in governance and leadership. It failed. Then came Murtala Mohammed promising to eliminate bribery and corruption in civil services. It failed. Then came 1983 Buhari promising discipline and eliminating bribery and corruption. It also failed. No government, even with agencies like ICPC, EFCC, and many others, they have all get rolled over by bribery and corruption. They are like non-functioning, only catching petty bribes, the huge ones they let go. No government has ever stopped bribery in Nigeria. Instead, they get stuck in it and become soiled completely with bribes all over themselves and smells like nothing else but excrements. Cat excrements, I will say. Because the cat excrement smells, and that's how they all stink. And their administrations, from local government to state government to federal government, House of Representatives, Senate, and others, all over Nigeria, North, Central, West, East, all stinks with bribery. And there is no stopping end. For now, that's what we have. Please subscribe, share, and press your like, and spread the word. It will enter their ears, and maybe stoppage will start from somewhere. Thank you for watching. Till next video.